Hello and welcome back to the PSISTORM Esports Network. I'm your host Chickenman here for your weekly esports results and highlights. This episode we've got the finals of the VCT Masters Berlin, IEM Season 16, and so much more. Let's get into it. The VCT Masters event in Berlin has come to a close. The top 15 teams battled it out for the big prize pool and the seed into the Valorant champions at the end of the year.
And stars are up behind this wall. Damage exchange. Kilo's actually isolated right now. The flash is perfect.
He's closed the gap. Ethan's coming with another. This could be it. 100 Thieves on the verge of destroying Ascend, ripping the lead away from them as Zeke and CNED need to rise above, and they can't do it! Nitro to close! A flawless round to win it on!
At the end of the day, it came down to Team Envy and Gambit Esports in the grand finals.
Fate of Envy in their hands. Crashies, FNS, Yay, and Marved work their way in through the vents. Chronicle, the man who just destroyed them in the prior round, is just around this corner, but the timing, oh my god,
what?
No! Yeah, he's made a meal of it! It's all going to pieces! No way! Nicole! In the final moments, has just shone so brightly, they are blinded by the lights! Gambit are the Valorant Masters champions!
Gambit Esports takes the 3-0 win there and the $225,000 prize. Not to mention that seed into the Valorant champions, and thus concludes the VCT Stage 3. All we have left is the last chance tournament before the big finals at the end of the year. We'll be covering all of that, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Now let's head over to CSGO, where the events are really getting kicked into high gear. We haven't had this much Counter-Strike to talk about in a while. Start off with Fragadelphia Fall Invitational, which held their Blast qualifiers this week.
Game alive. Pain Gaming on the precipice of a new qualification, and Nekis wants to bring it through. Time whittling down, kits becoming an issue, the defuse needed, and they've got to move. There's no one on the flank. Well, there is. PKL coming in late. Might have one for free. He's looking for it, trying to close the gap, trying to close the distance.
Ready.
And they're not ready. They thought it was clear. They thought this was safe. He's the insurance policy. In they come, but the flank all the while inching ever closer. And this will be the finishing blow. PKL has done it. Pain Gaming have made it through this qualifier. They are going to the Blast Premier Fall.
Pain Gaming taking first place and getting that qualification spot. Speaking of Blast, the Blast Premier started up their fall groups this week.
He almost got caught with that bad time to reload. Instead, he's like, nah, this is mine, and he finds it. Remember, 2 players tagged up from Vitality, so this could be the final push of the first group here at Blast Fall season. Zywoo drops Bubsky and the bomb. Throws that task over to Kyojin. His hand's now busy. Jumping MP9. Zipix, it's desperate, and it's so damn close. But now it has revealed his hand, and with a sleight of hand, he should be swept away by Zywoo. Kyojin 30 health. After the aerial acrobatics, his back turned to what's going to be his end. You'd assume that AK should have him dead to rights. Zipix softened even further. Zywoo leaves. Wants to play as the insurance policy of their 16th round win. And folks, there it is. Kyojin closing as Vitality get the best of it.
The ESEA Invitational finished up their regional Swiss stage this week.
There's no reason not to. And again, man, like, no trades. They're giving him 1v1s on 1v1s, 2v2, though his Snatchy's no scope is connected. Mannon's little reign of terror put to an end. It's up to him and LeMan. And they're gonna let them have the bomb for the time being. Wait, it's a 1v2? I thought this was 2v2, and Rolf's position's been spotted. What went wrong? I mean, the water dried up from the mouse pad. It looks like they're gonna try to stall them out. I mean, again, they know Rolf is towards the con side. I like that they're waiting to regroup as a unit, playing together. Rolf sitting on top of stairs. There's a smoke to block out the angle in the A ramp, and they're just gonna, this time, they're actually gonna wait for it to fade. He'll be able to cross back to the site, but so much room to try and maneuver. LeMan jiggles in. This round's done. He's got a Molotov to force him out to the welcoming arms of Snatchy's AWP, but they have to expect him to be here. I don't know if that's gonna come in, but it won't matter. Snatchy alongside him. That's what we needed to see, right?
The Fun Spark ulti played through their group stage and are all set for the playoffs this coming week.
Maybe not. Can they stop the bomb plant? They can't, but damn it, it's Delta Eagle up next.
Azore, he's got that first, but he's even got a steam at a trade. T-side. This is their last chance in this one. Loser goes out. They cannot afford to lose this map here. Caliber takes the off angle. CT's plenty of time. Both have kits as well. But both players isolated device, so going for the 1 versus 1's X7. Not sure who the player is, but he has the idea either way. Check the close angle, will you? Goes through. X7 says yes. Caliber. They know he's on the side. They know he's on the side, and they take him down as well. However, they've completed the comeback. They've completed it.
The V4 Future Sports Festival in Budapest started up their International Cup this week.
It's 2v5, and with Kindo going down, it all rests on D. The weight of the worlds, and should be lasting not much longer than this. The AWP pressing in towards elbow for the CT side. Oscar hungry for the quadra. Shoulder baited out, trying to look for a shot in, and he lands it. What a way for him to close out with 32 kills and a 16-13, 2-0 for Cine.
The ESEA Premier Division had matches in both Europe and Australia.
Just will find a double, but his teammates have fallen around him, and eventually, surely, he's got to go down here. Big damage done by Just. One more player, maybe two, to support him, and they could have got it done, but Story, he's going to be known here. And I think will eventually fall. He does indeed, as Slacks takes him down. The GGs roll through. The 2-0 for Sprout. What a turnaround on Nuke that was.
All right, we've covered a lot already, but that's only the beginning this week as the Intel Extreme Masters Season 16 has begun. The qualifiers finished up in all 6 regions: Europe, North America, South America, CIS, Oceania, and Asia.
Would begin to shine through if that was the case, or at least it'd give them maybe a bit of a jump. Look at the damage that's already been done for Aura. Story's barely hanging on. Might even catch the aggression of Roman. On 44 health, I think he was. He continued to go forward.
Madman. I mean, they feel like they have to force it here. Muteris has been dropped. That's everyone towards A. The A site is wide open. Saw. They've come so far. It seems like here at the final hurdle, they might be stumbling and stood over with now out in the open. It's all going to be over. Aura have found that last spot in IEM.
Give up map number 2. I just cannot believe it. Wiz is going to go on the hunt here. Bottoms with a quick adjustment. Shot is in Tetra, spotted out here. But there's such a good crossfire. All they need to do is hold their positions. Bottom's not happy with dropping this one, though. Chopper's going to take him down. And now it's Modem looking to pull off the similar heroics. And it's Hex right on the other end. And Hex is going to go down. Modem keeps ATK alive. What on earth was that round?
Back here, because look at this map control from Bravos. The player is swinging out from Catwalk. DRG so penned in this position. He's going to fall, and now 2 players remaining. This could be Ocean Roach Group. This could be it.
Yep, looks like it. Remix. Maybe to clutch up again. We'll find the first in this 1v4. Oh, the Fire going to push him forward awkwardly. They know where he's at. Finds another, but not able to keep it up. Not able to bail his team out. 16-10, and the 2-1 for Bravos goes the way we expected in the end.
Still a ton of games to come from this season of IEM. These were just the qualifiers. The main events start next week. Moving on now to Dota, where the BTS Pro Series Season 8 continued in both the Americas and Southeast Asia regions.
Cooldowns are going to make or break this game.
What are you...
Jubei can go in for the stun. He's going to catch him. Already on the backside stun. He doesn't get the Wukong's command off. He bumps the BKB, but the damage. Can he survive long enough? He's got the Jingu stacks, but it doesn't matter. Yamsun just beating him down. Gets the kill. The cleave's coming through, looking for Analog. That would be the dieback. If he could get the kill, it's huge. And he's down 125 seconds. Vitali by himself on the backside against Boris by Esk. A second dieback comes out.
Nobody's dying quite yet. However, Natsumi getting the damage out now. Unknown's gonna give the healing ward over. Heal everyone back up. Burmy, he'll cop. No, he won't actually take the arrow, but it won't matter because he's just gonna die to the damage output of Makoto. On this TA, and now the Omni will bounce right through Mac and Natsumi. He'll try to BKB TP out, but I can't say the same for our Storm Mac. He's gone again without buyback.
And the Dota 2 Champions League finished up this week after a finals between V Gaming and Hellraisers.
Not even going to be glimpsed back here. I'm not even sure who he glimpsed back, but the Tornado comes out and it will find the kill. It's going to be the Dark Ascension with the BKB here onto 9. Pasha, what's he going to be able to do? Because TA2K's in there with the flat cannon. He's going to be able to use the cooldown now as well. Try to get himself down to the low ground, so they do take down Arrow. But now the chase is on for the Ember Spirit. Does he have any remnants left? The Yaji should be coming back up, and Pasha tries to get himself back into this. There's still an overgrowth though. If you want to fight this one out, the Searing Chains comes through onto two of them. Overgrowth's there. It's going to be locking down Pasha. So TA2K can just come in with the right clicks as well as the EMP. Getting a good kill onto the Night Stalker. The chase is out the Ravage.
We're only a few short weeks away from the International, and I am really looking forward to it. Speaking of massive tournaments, the League of Legends World Championship is also just going to be next month. Until then, we have the LCS Proving Grounds to keep us occupied.
You're not gonna kill him.
It's a petting zoo at this point, right? The GOAT is just too strong. Now he's gonna go.
The Forge God too, Bradley. Will be able to survive this time around, but the Croc can't. He's made into boots. Bradley has to get back towards his base. They have to forfeit the inhibitor turret and inhibitor mid. While Yunbi escorts minions in the bot lane, they could easily end this game. They don't lose a damn kill. Arrow's taken low. He will survive. One final fight, but the TPs are coming in. The snipe in from Prismal is unstoppable. This game should be picked up by GGA just momentarily, unless a miracle happens. Where's the wild card? How do you stack the deck now? You can't. Golden Guardians Academy. They are clutch heroes here. They're the extraordinaires of coming back through the lower bracket. They did it in the qualifiers. They'll do it here in the Proving Grounds. They're going on to face off against Immortals Academy.
Still a few more matches to go before that's all finished up, but the European Masters concluded this week with the finals between Carmine Core and Fnatic Rising.
Ways of making creative opportunities for your team, and here we go. They're going to use the Cataclysm. Maxi will not get caught out by it. That's a 4-man encore though, and Zincroft will not die. He's just too tanky, and that's it. It's done. The Emperor's divide is a divide between K-Corp and Fnatic Rising, and that is all she wrote, Goldberg. K-Corp, Carmine Corp, the second seed from the LFL, will become the first back-to-back Amazon EU Masters champions. They had to work for it. They had to push for it. But in the end, you cannot run from destiny. You can hide from it, but it still comes for you.
That's it for League for now. Come October, we'll have the biggest MOBA results ever, so stay tuned for those. Heading over to Rainbow Six Siege now, the Big 5 regional leagues continued playing this week.
Angling and eyeing it up, and Mentalist is the one who locks it off. Afro, they didn't quite have the loose thread on, but if the take on the stairs was a little bit of music, Afro is the one who's trying to build things back inside. Sprays over, finds a triple, 26 seconds, Alfama sticks. And a 2 versus 1 post plant.
2v1 on a post plant indeed. A flank is on the way, but Alfama seems to be aware. He's just holding the angle. They should be aware now. There comes the kill. Alfama gets it, but Afro almost able to win it out there. And it's going to be the full...
Moment of quiet as Invictus prepare to take the plunge. The drop into Freezer. And Sage ready to take this one. He's got to do it. 1 versus 3 for Sagen. On match point for IG. The plant could well be denied. But Speak Easy makes it look easy peasy. Knights go down for the first time as Invictus take the victory 7-4 to close out Pallada number 2 of Apex South.
To deal with, but the nade comes through, forces him out. The plant's now going down, and I don't think anybody knows about this. W7M are completely unawares, and the plant goes down seemingly for free. A 1-for-1 trade, make it 2-for-1, as W7M now look in position to take this game. Cons, he's trying to hold on, he finds one, but is instantly traded. Panico picks up the kill. A nice careful approach there to avoid any claymore, and that is going to be it. W7M, they are going to pick up the win tonight here on Cafe.
Bathroom, and the lock off in the corridor itself just outside is where the fight is, but it's Crying that locks it off here. Heroic, a 5 versus 2. They still have all the confidence that I think 2 of our analysts have, who haven't quite made it back to the desk yet, but they might need to start the running as the pressure comes and the push comes, and Fresh holds his hand up because suddenly he's going to have to be joined by his co-workers, because suddenly...
To the team overall, Hyper
still going to have himself
he's
a
not.
very good gun to work off of.
No,
And this
they're
is-
not.
No,
they're
two
not.
of them going down
No,
here?
they're not.
It stinks that there's no one on the other side of it, but still, we need to see the results of this here. TSM catches it, though. Bolo tries to fend it off, but it's not going to work. Merc and Achieve getting two, but it's all going the way of Dark Zero now. Geo, the only one left standing, as all of a sudden Dark Zero burst onto the site and win the match all the way in OT to get it done, but they do it 2 rounds in their favor and take control.
All of those leagues will be continuing for a few more weeks. Next up, the PUBG Continental Series 5 started up in Europe, Asia, Asia Pacific, and the Americas.
They're on EM and there you go. Sparking is out, that nade's still in the area, but now both teams can focus on each other.
Systematicos has the dot though. United has the blue creeping on their backs. As Lowe's has gone down, Corsac taking some damage from another well-placed throwable. How much utility does Systematicos have left? They'll spot out Valiate as he tried to creep forward in the grass. And now Waldo's been spotted. Corsac, the last remaining hope for United. As the Molotov is burning the grass in front of him, he'll take some damage from another utility from Systematicos. Casagrande will find him and he will get the knock, and it's an 11-kill win for Systematicos.
Huge play. He's got the high ground over everybody right now. If all else fails, he can jump on the roof and deny. Is made in Thailand doing everything they can, throwing down nades. Molly in to try and deny this position. BN United, they need to move up over the top. They have to try and get aggressive onto day trade. At least confirm, deny another team.
Yep.
Duckmans though is there with the headshot, takes down. Got AC, drops down low. Simon with the nade. The Molotovs are nowhere to be found though. As Goddess gets flushed out, Zest goes to the peak. Duckmans takes down Zest, looking to follow it up with even more as Poochus is out inside of the blue. It's between Day Trade and Made in Thailand. There's only one player remains. It's Duckmans in the center of the zone, manages to survive. The blue zone is the real winner, but Made in Thailand.
I mean, a pump and a dream. Oh no. Okay. If he had gotten that first shot off, maybe would have been able to make it happen, but does not go his way. And now it is all on Ming. Try to win out in a 1v4. They're just chucking the nades his way. There's a decent amount of damage here. They're all just approaching it onto him. First push comes in. It's going to be Zennon taken down, but SSR comes around from behind. And GEX, in the last round of the weekend,
absolute disaster of a tin that you're in.
Question mark has a good hold on this circle so far. They pin them down. They know exactly where the last 2 players of Virtus Pro, the last 2 players on the server is. They're gonna try to do all they can to finish this out, get themselves a win on the board, and put themselves into the money as well if they win this one.
Oh, they're going for it. They'll put the smoke up on the fully sending it. They've hit up against the wall. Lou's gone down. Goes down to Spiral. He found no, he doesn't. He's shut down. They don't get the final kill.
Those regions will continue playing in the coming weeks. A quick trip now to the Overwatch Contenders Korea, where the playoffs have begun.
Honestly, weirdly enough, trade favors defenders. I maybe can't fault it, but they lose Kellen. That's the disaster so far. As Kleston's got enough charge, plus the nano, plus a grab here. Watch out, this is dangerous. The nano on the other side had to go into Kane again, just through lack of eligible targets. He's not quite able to eat up the grab, self-destruct, won't be able to get back in the mech, doesn't get any kills with it either, unfortunately. Talon to the last. They're struggling to make any headway here, haven't been able to get kills. The rally seeing to that as Kellen drops another time. And Talon, how do you like the losers bracket, bud? Because that's where you're bound. I'll take a bullet train there, thanks. And let me just blow a quick raspberry. That's what I think of Talon's performance tonight.
The big Overwatch League playoffs start up this coming week. Meanwhile, over in Starcraft 2, the GSL Code S continued, playing through their quarterfinals.
SCD's coming out in the front. Vikings diving in once again here, trying to kill off that Prism so that there can't be juggling, but the overcharge keeps it alive as it does everything. The spread is still awesome here from Cure. Zealots warping in. Down comes a Disruptor.
Oh my god, he did it. He totally did it.
Yeah.
He broke through with enough, and that is how you beat a Protoss who's just going to sit back and not engage. He was forced to fight. Wow.
Yeah, very well done here. Warps in some DTs as his absolute last effort. The scan is ready. Guns them down. Still has another scan in his pocket as well. The last Disruptor shot only gets a Marauder.
I think there's nothing that he can do over here. The 2 Robos are going to go down. The DTs are coming in here. I think that was the last scan, so... but then again, even then, man, like, this is too much. The stim unit's just doing so much damage everywhere. Another scan. I can't believe it. So Cure is going to be going on to the final 4 of the GSL Codas.
Some hyper aggression here from Cure.
The top 4 are set, and after a short holiday break in Korea this week, they'll continue the games to find their champions. Over in the ASUS ROG, meanwhile, they found their champion after a finals match between Rogue and Maru.
This isn't looking good, but at least Maru was forced to stim once. He's trying to back off with the queens. The third base is completely exposed, though. Rogue is saying, okay, maybe as long as I survive somehow, I can come back into this game. Maru sees that there are no banings, trying to stim forward to the queens. Really good by Rogue so far, buying time for his third hatchery. Now trying to buy even more time with the Zerglings, but this is not as many banings. Good target fire from Maru, and there's nothing left in front of those queens.
There is absolutely nothing left. The queens are dropping, the drones are pulling. This Widow Mine showed up as well. And Maru is your ASUS ROG champion as he takes down Rogue with ease on light.
Maru taking down the finals 4-2 to win a weekend tournament, something he's often struggled to do. Now to the prequel game, Starcraft Brood War, where the ASL finished up their first group stage.
If he gets Scourge to connect to the Valkyries, maybe he's got a chance. There is still a possibility here.
Yeah, here we go. The Valkyries trying to come in right now. The Scourge trying to get on top of him. He picks off 2. Oh my god, and look at that. The Ling's actually tanking right now. A Devourer does come in. The Valkyrie's getting some sick damage. The flank of Marines doing a fantastic job. Marines coming in from both sides, and I think Royal has enough to break through.
Wow, what an insane game. I think that should be it, man. Zerg has basically lost everything he invested in. And Terran has all the answers now with the tech available and the tech still to come.
And once you break that main group, it is over. GG is called, and Royal will advance. We will have the golden ratio for the round of 16.
There is still one more group stage to go before the playoff bracket is set for that. This week we have a couple of fighting game tournaments. The Twitch Rivals Guilty Gear Strive Team Showdown played this week, with the top 16 players from North America and Japan. Speaking of Japan, the Capcom Pro Tour held their second Japanese region event of 2021.
Is he going to move forward, or is he going to play this long-range game? He does spin the bar also, but it's looking like Higuchi's going to get the better exchange from the Fireball War. He had to reset the timing, now getting himself into the trigger activation. This is tough for Higuchi, but Critical Art is on deck.
Nice. That's a good amount of damage.
Oh no!
What?
The momentum all gone!
Yeah, Higuchi. Yeah, with that block, he actually goes to the V reversal instead.
Oh
my god! It's over! Higuchi qualifies for Capcom Cup off the raw Critical Art. What an amazing set. 3-0, our first 3-0 of the entire top 8 takes place in the reset of Grand Finals.
Higuchi, with a dominating performance in the finals, sends the competition packing. Sends us packing as well, because that's going to do it for us today. You guys know the drill. Smash those buttons under the video, preferably the like and subscribe ones. Leave a comment if you think we missed anything, or just to tell us what your favorite highlights of the week were. As always, I've been the Chickenman here for the PSISTORM Esports Network, and I'll see you next time.